So you go out and try to have some quality time and then come home and try to have some quality time. But of course, Minnesota Vikings will never let you have a down moment. Tom Pelissero, go. The Vikings plan to fly Michigan head coach Jim Harbaugh for an interview Wednesday in Minnesota, per sources. The side spoke Saturday to gauge Harbaugh's interest in the head coaching job. Now another big leap towards Harbaugh potentially returning to the NFL. It's over. It's a wrap. Also, you notice he's tweeting from Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl. May as well just say Veets. Tommy P, what up? But it's over. It's over. And we said it was probably over when details of Harbaugh's conversation with Kwesi leaked on Saturday, where, hey, Michigan, it's National Letter of Intent Day on Wednesday, ironically the day that he's going to come here to Minnesota. So he's already made up his mind. And the Vikings have already made up their mind, and it's over, right? So, because if Harbaugh was going to stay in Michigan, or if Harbaugh wanted to leverage another team like the Dolphins, even though, by the way, hey, everyone who said, well, Harbaugh's signing with the Dolphins today. I mean, obviously that's happening because a Bears blogger said so. It just, like we said, this time of year, take everything with a truckload of salt. It's not just for the roads. It's for BS season as well. But hopefully this is a lesson, even though people never learn their lesson. Go with facts from trusted sources. Or not even facts. Reliable reports from trusted sources. There you go. But the reason why this next item, DeMeco Ryans dropping out, probably has a lot to do with Harbaugh is going to be the guy. So Tom Pelissero, go. Niners DC DeMeco Ryans declined a second interview with the Vikings per source, opting to further his development in San Francisco. So four remain in Minnesota's head coaching search: Kevin O'Connell, Raheem Morris, Patrick Graham, and Jimmy Harbaugh. Now, of course, when people drop out of coaching interviews or GM, it's like, oh, obviously the coaching candidate realized that team is garbage. No, it's never the case. It's either, well, DeMeco Ryans, he has unfinished business with San Francisco. He's got a great defensive unit with Fred Warner and Bosa in San Francisco, and I think they can get something done if they can get some consistency at the quarterback play. No pants for Trey Lance one time. And Ryans is going to be a fantastic head coach in this league someday. And yeah, it's a shame it didn't work out, but I think that just tells you how much the Vikings are dialed in on Jim Harbaugh, because Ryans, like, he knows the score. His agent knows the score. He doesn't want to waste his time. And yeah, that's a wrap there. But also, adding in this, Courtney Cronin, per source, New York Giants defense coordinator Patrick Graham will be in Minnesota on Tuesday for his second interview with the Vikings. So Graham was an interesting ad. So he was not in the first round of interviews, but Kwesi added him after he became GM, Ivy League connections, Princeton, Yale, etc. And Graham, from the Patriots coaching tree, has been around the league, was with the Packers for a year, DC in Miami 2019, DC and with the Giants for the last 2 years. His defensive units don't really have the luster, but he's seen as a great defensive mind and a great leader, so I understand it. But if he's not going to get the Vikings head coaching job, he's not going to come here and be the defense coordinator, because New Giants head coach Brian Daboll has already said that he wants to keep Graham because they have connections from the Patriots days as his DC if he doesn't get the Vikings job. So there we go at that point. So the Vikings, it's a Final Four, but I really think it's a Final Three, but really a Final One. So I think Patrick Graham is probably a distant fourth in terms of who's going to get this job. I think Harbaugh, you'd have to say he's a prohibitive favorite, because he is literally coming to interview for an NFL job on National Letter of Intent Day, which is a major day for signing recruits. Michigan has the number 8 recruiting class this year, according to Rivals. So I think it's a wrap. I think Jim Harbaugh does not leave TCO Performance Center Bar and Grill Wednesday without the job. All right. But Kevin O'Connell, Raheem Morris, the Vikings contingent, they're hedging their bets. They traveled out to California, interviewed them today before the Super Bowl. So wow, lots of things are going on right now. It's a very exciting time, but, you know, if I was a gambling man, if I want to put a jelly bean down, I think Jimmy H is coming back. He's coming to Minnesota. And by the way, so the crooked Chicago Bears fans, they're just like, oh, we got Ryan Poles, and you had to sell for Kwesi, even though Kwesi was clearly the number one choice. And then Poles took the Bears job because he knew he wasn't getting the Vikings job. But how mad do you think Bears fans are, where they had to settle for a guy who they can't even spell his last name? Eberflus sounds like a German toilet. Oh yeah, put the Scheiße down the Eberflus. Kommen Sie hier schnell, right? But the fact that they whiffed on Captain Comeback, former Bears quarterback under Mike Ditka, Jimmy Harbaugh, and they didn't even get an interview with him. Wow, what a coup. I love it, man. It's good times. But that's it. That is the Vikings head coaching search updates as of right now. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work, put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.